There's an unseen clock in the spiritual realm, its indications mysterious, yet utterly accurate. Brothers and sisters, we stand today on the precipice of a divine transformation. We're approaching God's deadline, a deadline from God Himself, a timely, prophetic reminder. But what does this mean? And how does it impact each of us, both as individuals and as collective members of the global community? Revelation chapter 10, verse 6 declares, "There should be time no longer." This enigmatic proclamation hints at the imminent change we're discussing today. It suggests an end to things and the inception of a new era, a pivotal point on God's final countdown. Here on Earth, we are well accustomed to deadlines. We use them to manage our days, regulate society, and even keep order within our relationships. They are integral parts of our lives, assisting us in shaping our expectations and charting our course. God's deadline is much the same, but on a cosmic scale. It's His way of organizing spiritual events and setting a timeline for completing His divine plan. In Matthew 24, Jesus presents a profound discourse on end-time prophecy, elaborating on the signs and events leading up to this divine deadline. Wars, rumors of wars, famines, earthquakes, persecution towards believers, increased wickedness, and the cooling of many people's love. These are symptoms of a world inching closer to God's final judgment. So, how should we respond as we face the reality of this approaching deadline? Well, recognizing the truth of God's deadline acts as a catalyst for spiritual revelation. That's where we must start, with acknowledgement. Next, we need to commit ourselves to a religious awakening. We need to reassess our lives, prioritizing our spiritual journey. This is not a time for fear, but rather a time for faith and change. Romans chapter 12 verse 2 instructs, "Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that by testing you may discern what the will of God is, what is good and acceptable and perfect." The approaching God's deadline signals us to strive for spiritual transformation, to become more reflective of Christ in our lives. Above all, it is a call to action, to be prepared, to be vigilant, and to spread the message of God's love, grace, and redemption to every corner of the earth. As we prepare for God's deadline, let's remember this isn't a terminus but a gateway, a bridge to the next phase of God's magnificent plan encompassing a future brighter than any human eye has seen, ear has heard, or heart has imagined. Before we depart today, let's pause and ask ourselves, are we truly prepared? Are we doing all we can to align ourselves with God's word and divine intent? If you found this video insightful, we would appreciate it if you could support us by liking it and subscribing to our channel. We invite you to buy us a coffee if you found value in today's message. The link is in the description. Your support will help us keep this work going, allowing us to continue sharing the beautiful message of Christ with all who seek to hear it. Until next time, may God bless and guide us all as we continue our journey toward His ultimate deadline.